Still watching Sports Reels on Ogun State Television, and I have a wonderful guest with me in the studio today. His name is Umane Buhari, who is the Director of African Division, Peel Aston Global. And of course, well, we're not going to talk about Peel Aston Global specifically, but I know that he's also in close contact with most Nigerian boxers that are making wave or that will make wave in the future depending on how prepared they are. Umane Buhari, you're welcome to Sports Reel.
Thank you very much.
On Ogun State Television. Yes, I know that you are into kind of relationship with Nigerian boxers. How are they doing generally?
Generally, they're doing okay. The Nigerian boxers that are British Nigerian boxers, they're supported well. The Nigerian boxers that are Nigerians in the UK, I think they're a little bit under-supported. But because Nigerian boxers, Nigerians naturally are very good at physical sports such as boxing. So due to their raw talent, they're still doing very well. But I think that the Nigerian boxers, which are Nigerians, are under-supported.
Under-supported in what way?
Financially. They need equipment, they need money to go training, etc. So what we normally try and do is that we try and get sponsors, like Larry Kondaya, for instance, we try and get them sponsors, so then they can also have world titles and bring glory back to Nigeria.
Yeah, we saw Larry Kondaya recently, and of course we showed the bout live, courtesy of the link you guys gave to us from Peel Aston Global. Yes, I think he was fighting in the welterweight category.
Yes, he's in one of the low divisions. Yes,
one of the low division. And of course, how far is he, or how quick is he to get into the limelight now? From what you've seen of him.
To be honest, he is in the limelight. He's been in the limelight. He injured his hand, so he kind of had to withdraw a bit. But then I went around looking for money around Nigeria. Unfortunately, I couldn't find it. So what I did was I used my company and the finances that we had to go and support him. The way I look at it is that I come to Nigeria, I make money, so why not give back to the people? So I thought Larry Kondaya was somebody that really needed the money genuinely, and I thought fixing his hand, him being a superb boxer, would bring back glory to Nigeria, and that's the way I looked at it. Also, I thought since nobody in Nigeria was willing to fix his hand, I thought if I do it, I could at least set that example, that stepping stone. And hopefully now, not just for Larry Kondaya, but even the youths back home, the government can see and private individuals can see that they do have a lot of raw talent, and they can be very successful if they're supported properly. Going to the UK, seeing the gyms over here, coming to Nigeria, seeing the gyms over here, I really just hope that people with money could just come together, fix the gyms, and assist the youths.
Okay, before we leave Larry Kondaya, how soon will he get the big shots?
I think he's about a couple of fights away, and he's well on his way for his world title.
Of course, you will agree with me that the person on the lips of everybody in Nigeria, going back what he has achieved, is the Nigerian bronze British heavyweight champions in three weight category. I mean, in three classes, so to say, the IBO and the rest. And of course, people are counting down to that big fight again against Parker.
Yes.
And I know you are also close to him. That is AJ, Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
How confident are you looking at that fight against Parker?
I am 100% confident that Anthony Joshua will win. Anthony Joshua is a fantastic fighter. He trains hard. He dedicates his whole life. I'm 100% sure he'll win that fight.
And of course, actually a whole lot of things have been said by so many people about Anthony Joshua, about his lack of physical, power in his punches, blah blah blah. And of course, he's just won 20 of his 20 fights. There about that. And of course, that Parker is a very broad boxer that could take a lot of punishment. What do you think will be that in thing that will give Joshua the edge over Parker?
Okay, you see, if you look at Joshua's history, he's had a lot of KOs. People are scared of his punches. So what I would like to say is that AJ is a very powerful puncher, and I know Parker is scared of being knocked by AJ. Yeah, Parker is a broad fighter, but then again, AJ is so dedicated to boxing that I know that 100% knowing him, that he's studying all of Parker's moves, all of Parker's past moves, all what Parker's can potentially do, and I can guarantee to you that he's going to win that fight.
And of course, the biggest fight in the heavyweight category, if he gets to win,
yes,
that fight will be the conqueror of Ortiz recently. Yeah. That is Wilder.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder.
Wilder is like throwing some spines into so many people.
Yes, yeah.
He has gotten 40 bouts, 39 by knockouts. Yeah. That is scary. Yeah. What do you think? If it eventually happens.
Yeah, it will happen 100%. I know that it will eventually happen. I believe Anthony Joshua will win this fight and then move on to Deontay Wilder. Anthony Joshua is dedicated. I just want to put my cards on Anthony Joshua, put my money down on him, and I think that Nigerians should also pray for him as well.
Okay, how proud is he to have to be having his root here in Nigeria, here in Ogun State, from Shagamu? You are close to him.
I know he's very proud. He's very proud of Nigeria. He's so proud that I don't know if you watched the video one day. He was teaching his son Yoruba. So I know that he's very proud to be a Nigerian. In his last fight, he played Uju Elegba when he was coming into the ring.
Yeah.
Sure. So I know he's not just a proud Nigerian. Yeah, against that. And I know that he's not just a proud Nigerian, but he's also a very proud Yoruba man.
And so, how much respect is he getting from the Britons, even though they consider him first as a Briton? Yeah. Of course, he's doing well representing Britain, but we all know that he's blood and flesh and water. He's Nigerian, but how much kind of respect?
Everybody to stand behind Nigerian boxers, because he knows the pain, and at the end of the day, he's a Nigerian, and they're his blood. And all I can really say to the government is that boxing is a minimal investment. You just fix your gym and allow these people to train, give them a bit of money, and you will be so surprised that Nigeria will be winning all the titles. I mean, at the end of the day, Anthony Joshua is a Nigerian, so that in itself shows the potential of a Nigerian.
Recently, the state government fixed the gym at the Alaki Sports Center here in Abeokuta. I don't know whether you've been there. So what should that mean to boxing in the state?
I think that Anthony Joshua being the inspiration of Ogun State, I think that it could really go far, to be honest. Yeah.
And so generally, what are you going to tell the boxers out there, those that are still in the amateur category or willing in the future to be professionals? And of course, you are close to the boxers in the UK. You know the rigors they go through. You know how it is very hard to get to the top. So what would be your advice to them?
I want to tell the Nigerian boxers that are struggling very hard that please be patient, stay dedicated. Anthony Joshua stayed dedicated as well. Be persistent, and I promise you, I'm working very hard with the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control, Dr. Rafiu Ladipo, in order to raise as much money as possible to try and fix your gyms, to try and bring in equipment, to try and get foreign people to also come and assist you, and more importantly, to get you world titles so you can make Nigeria proud.
I was going to ask you that, are you in contact with the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control? And you just mentioned it, which means it's a kind of alliance that will work well in the future.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much
for coming
onto the program.
God bless you.
Of course, I've been talking to Umane Buhari, who is the Director of African Division, Peel Aston Global. And of course, you've heard from him, very close to Nigerian boxers abroad, especially those that are in the UK. And of course, courtesy of him, you'll be seeing some exclusive pictures of Anthony Joshua, some exclusive interviews very, very soon on this channel, Ogtv, here in Abeokuta. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. We'll see you.